So here I am back with you once again with another video of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and today I'm going to talk about the latest update that I received yesterday for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. It was a 15 GB update and it was a 1.8.3.0 patch in which it was promised that few of the performance issues will be solved and the graphics are looking good. The jitteriness in the graphics is now gone. It's very smooth. You can see if we move out, you can see in my previous video you can see that once I used to switch from the cockpit mode to the external mode, I used to see some jerks in the graphics, but they are now solved. But the main issue the people are facing right now is this, that once in the checklist, after this procedure, turning off the APU bleed and APU master switch off, the engines, engine 1 especially, it is turned off. So let's see if it happens this time with me. I tried it yesterday and it was happening. Let's see if I also face this issue, and let's see what is the fix for this. First of all, let's set the radio comm to AI so that we are not bugged anymore. Let's quickly go through the startup procedures. Battery on, external power on, engine generators, they should be on, /fault displayed, on, fault displayed, yes. Engine bleed air switches on, so they are on. Okay, on. APU master switch on, APU start on. Let's release the brakes. Okay, because once the radio comm is on the AI, the pushback automatically starts. That's why I've released the brakes and wait for avail. Let's see if it's yes. Okay, APU bleed on, external power off, fuel pumps. So you can see that I'm following all the procedures that were there in the Microsoft Flight Simulator. Though few of the things are missing, obviously. It's not real life starter procedure, but still the plane used to work. The engines never shut down. But this time it's happening. So thrust levers idle, engine mode selector selected to ignition, start, check, engine 2 start. Okay, so you can see the engine 2 now starting up. Okay, now let's go for the engine 1 as well and confirm stabilization. So we will wait for the engines to stabilize. The pushback has started. It would automatically end over here in this region. And let's go for a pushback to the left because the runway is here. Okay, so now the engines are stabilized. The engine 2 is stabilized and almost 1 is also going to stabilize. We'll wait for that. Confirm stabilization. Now let's, after the startup, now the issue will shut down the engine 1. This is engine 2 and this is engine 1. So you can see they're up and running. Now let's open the checklist. APU bleed. Let's turn off the APU bleed. Done. APU master switch off. Done. Engine mode selector to normal. And now let's wait for the magic. Okay, so nothing will happen right now. Okay, but the moment you will try to taxi, the engine one will go down. Let's see. Let's see what happens if I give the throttle. Okay, so now you are about to taxi. Just keep an eye over here. And here goes the engine one. It's now down. Now that's an issue. Initially, what was happening, if you were not following the procedures properly, you could turn it on again, turn on the APU switch, start the APU. Engine 1 bleed is on. Now somebody suggested that you should turn on, I've read it somewhere, that the crossfeed should be on. So the fuel pumps are on, but the crossfeed should be set to on. Let's see if it works this time. APU bleed is on. I'll try to start the engines again. So the APU is up and running again. Let's try to start engine 1. Anything is happening? 5, yes. Engine 1 is starting again. The N2 stabilizes. No, it doesn't. 24.9, 25. It stops. Okay, so the engine 1 is not starting. Let's repeat the procedures again, and with the crossfeed. Let's see what happens with the crossfeed. Maybe we are able to fix this issue. I'm here. I'm sitting down with you and trying to fix this issue. Otherwise, the quick fix is not to turn off the APU bleed and just try to fly the plane like that. I know it's not according to the books, but this is the quick fix right now if you want to fly Airbus A320. Otherwise, we have to wait for the next patch. Okay, so back in the cockpit again. Communication is set. Okay, I'll first release the parking brakes because I just want to concentrate on the main procedures. Open the checklist. Let's go through the checklist once again. So the battery is on. Here you go. External power on. Here you go. Engine generators on. Fault displayed. Yes. Engine bleed switches on. They're on, already on. Okay. APU master switch on. APU start on. There are videos on my YouTube channel in which I have covered the startup procedures for A320, and though these startup procedures are very simple, they're not as complex as real life, but still the plane used to get started. The engines were up and running, both the engines were performing well, and we could fly the plane. But still, it's an issue right now. I think Microsoft Flight Simulator is getting updates, so hopefully we start getting these updates on regular basis so that these issues are solved. Now I've turned on the APU bleed as well. External power off. Fuel pumps on. Now what I'll do is this. At this moment, I'm not really sure about the crossfeed, when to turn it on, but though with the fuel pumps, I'm going to turn on the crossfeed. Let's see if it works. Okay, and beacon on. So fuel pumps on, crossfeed is on. Start engine, thrust levers to idle. Here you go. Engine mode selector. Ignition on. Okay. 2, 1. Here you go. Engines confirmed stabilized. The pushback has started or not? Yes. The moment you turn on the APU and turn off the external power, the pushback starts. Let's confirm the engines to stabilize. You can see the engines. I like doing that. To the left. It should stop. It should stop. I cannot select ground services. Can I stop it like this? Yeah. Shift P. Okay. So another thing learned, if your pushback doesn't stop, you can press Shift P. Okay. So the engines are now up and running. They are stabilized. Now the last items in the checklist. APU bleed off. Here you go. APU master switch off. Engine mode selector to normal. So now you will see the engine is still running. Things are looking good so far, but everything will go wrong the moment I will try to give throttle for the taxi. And here you go. Initially I thought engine 1 is not going down, but now it is. So this trick even didn't work. Know what to do. So this is the issue that everybody's facing right now, and people are posting comments on the Facebook and other social media and asking people for the solution. So this was the solution that I wanted to try over here with the Crossfeed thing. Crossfeed thing didn't even work. We're following all the procedures. You can just go and watch the previous videos on my channel in which I was following the procedures in the checklist, and the plane was starting and there was no issue with the engine 1. So everything was looking good, but with this recent update of 1.8.3.0, the things are not looking good for Airbus A320, and hopefully this issue is solved as soon as possible. Engine mode selector. Okay. And another quick fix is not to turn off the APU bleed and the APU master switch, and the engines will keep on running and you can fly the plane like that. Maybe that's a very quick fix, but obviously not according to the rule book. Thank you very much for staying with me. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comment section, and if you have a solution to that, do let me know so that I can try it for the other people on the internet, and I will especially thank you for that. And if you have any other comment, the comment section is always there for you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.